months ago, Your Honor. We met at my engagement party.
Wait, at your engagement party with the person you ended up marrying?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. At your engagement party, you met her?
Yes.
Who invited her? Like, who is she there with?
Okay, so we rented out the spot for my engagement party.
Okay.
My then fiance leaves. Okay, so now me and the boys, we stay. It's my last hoorah. They're trying to celebrate me.
Is it your last hoorah? What exactly, how do you define hoorah? What happened?
Your last party with your friends before you jump the broom.
Oh, okay, but it doesn't necessarily mean having sex with someone before you jump the broom, right?
Ooh.
Does it?
It doesn't say that, Your Honor.
It doesn't say that? It doesn't say anything. But I'm pretty sure you knew you were up to no good. So what happened?
I don't think it's a rule book on how to play
okay.
a relationship.
Do you think that common decency might, or maybe your wife to be, might expect that you're faithful?
Who knows what she did on her own, but.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the kind of relationship you two have. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Go ahead. What happens? You meet her at your engagement party.
I meet her at the engagement party.
After the engagement party.
Yes.
Right.
After that, we have a few drinks. Me and her, we hit it off.
Did you tell her I just had my engagement party here?
I mean, she could see my fiance walking out the door.
Well, how do you know she had her eyes on you that early?
I had no idea.
Okay, did he ever mention to you that he just had his engagement party?
Not until after we hooked up.
Did you hook up again after that?
We did. But I was
okay.
under
Well,
the impression...
She makes it sound like the nerve of him. Not until after we hooked up, but we hooked up again after he told me. I'm not quite getting that, but okay. So you literally hooked up on the night of your engagement party?
Well, Your Honor.
Is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Was that hard? Just answer me truthfully, because we're in court now, and you're the one who brought the case. I didn't bring it to your household, okay? So you're going to have to answer my questions. So you hooked up with this young lady on the night of your engagement party because there was no rule book that told you not to?
Yes.
Okay. How many times did you hook up with her after that?
3 times exactly, Your Honor.
Does that sound right?
Yes.
So what happens after these several times that the two of you get together while you're engaged to be married, and you're supposed to be getting married how much later?
This is 8 months prior to my wedding day.
Okay, so what happens?
We continue to have sex for 3 times. 2 months later, I'm thinking it's a done deal.
Well, how was it a done deal? Like, you're skipping over that part. Did you tell her, I don't want to see you anymore, I'm trying to be a good person? Like, how did that happen?
We had an agreement, Your Honor, that after we were done, when it was time for me to get married, I move on, she moves on.
Okay, but I presume if you met her 8 months beforehand, the 3 times occurred in how many?
Your Honor, I got pregnant. I had to go get an abortion.
Oh, that's what happened. Oh.
And when I told him I was pregnant...
Were you trying to avoid telling me that? How are you going to avoid telling me that?
I was getting there, Your Honor.
You're getting there? Well, get there faster, because you're killing me here. All right? Because I am sure, because apparently you know how to act really fast when it's your engagement night. So I'm going to need you to act a little faster in here. Exactly what happened to break the two of you up?
She got pregnant.
Okay. Now we're going too far, aren't we? Where there's an actual consequence for the sex.
When I
How
got
did she get pregnant? Did you wear a condom?
Yes, I did.
Did he wear a condom?
Yes.
Oh, wow. You people are really unlucky. And what happened?
I ended up getting pregnant, and when I told him I was pregnant, that's when everything came to fruition. I was under the impression...
Were you sleeping with anybody else during the time?
No, I was not.
Okay.
I was under the impression, because he pursued me the first time, that he was a single guy. He was on the market. Why else would he be pursuing me, buying me drinks, taking me home afterwards?
Because he's a jerk. I think that every woman has to ask a man who's pursuing them, hey, are you married? Or like, it should go without saying, but it might be a good idea. But the bad actor is him, not you, for not asking, because he knows the information he's withholding. You assume a guy with a bunch of guys at a bar is, and trying to pick you up is an available person. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And then after I found out the first time, because I saw on his phone a woman's name with a ring, a bunch of emojis, and
Lord above.
I'm naive, but not that naive.
No, you kind of are, because then you were with him 2 more times. Why?
Well, what happened was he told me that it wasn't anything, and that they weren't gonna, maybe they were gonna break apart. I don't know, but he was a good guy. He was a nice guy.
No, he's not a good guy. He's
the kind of guy that time
who has an engagement party. Okay, I just want to know something. I want you. Have you ever been engaged?
No, but I only
Okay, I want you to
found out
think in your heart of hearts. I want you to close your eyes for a minute. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And I want you to think about your perfect dream man. And you are in love, and he proposes or you propose. And now it's the time of your engagement party, and all of your family and friends are surrounding you. And it is so loving, and it is such a happy time in your life. And that night, he sleeps with another woman. Is that a great guy?
Your Honor, I
Yes
feel
or no?
No.
Is that a great
No.
guy? Your judgment stinks.
I didn't find out the full story until after
I'm
I
not
got
talking
pregnant.
about the first time. Am I? I'm talking about the second and third, when you darn well knew, and you're giving me the excuse that you were hoping they'd break up. It's pathetic. Have a little more self-respect. Understand that that is not something to fight for, because that's a position. What, you think you're going to change him? He's kind of wired, right? You think you're going to change him? Come on. How old are you?
I'm 24, Your Honor.
Did he actually lie to you and say they were going to break up, or you were just hoping?
He didn't explicitly say it, but he made it seem like the relationship wasn't as serious as it was.
Well, I mean, you saw rings on the girl's name. What?
I thought, you know, maybe
Did
it
you
was
ask
just-
him, are you engaged?
I never asked the question. And
What
that's
did you
why I
say?
didn't
Are you
know.
seeing somebody? What'd you say?
I asked him if he was with anybody else.
And he
told me
said?
it wasn't that serious.
So, okay, but, all right.
And we weren't that serious. I just met him at a bar.
Well, okay, but hold on 1 second. You're sleeping with everybody he sleeps with, you know? So that's like a legitimate question for you to ask. If he's actually having sexual intercourse with the other person, and that person's having sexual intercourse with 40 other people, you know, these are things that people should be asking. All right, so now what happens? You didn't know he was engaged. Is that what you're telling me? You never knew he was engaged?
I didn't know until
All
after
right,
I
you
got
get pregnant. When do you find out you're pregnant?
I found out I was pregnant 2 months later.
All right, so you guys were seeing each other for the 2 months?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Those 3 times that we hooked up was in the span of a few weeks. And then I found out I was pregnant.
Okay, this one is a completely different level of shameless. A groom meets a woman at his own engagement party, hooks up with her that same night while his fiancée is literally walking out the door, and then continues sleeping with her multiple times over the next 2 months, 8 months before his wedding. And his defense, there's no rule book that says I can't. Sir, that's not a legal argument. That's a confession. And it gets even messier. She ends up pregnant, has to get an abortion, and only then does the truth about the engagement fully come out. Now he's suing her for $3,000 in hush money he paid her to keep quiet because she eventually told his now wife everything. And Judge Millian is not playing nice with either of them today. She's already called him out for being a jerk and told the other woman flat out to get some self-respect. This one's about to be chaos from start to finish. Let's get into it.
And that's when I went to him and I told him, and that's when he came back to me saying that he was engaged. He offered me the money to go get an abortion, to keep my mouth shut, and to take care of myself. And that's why we're here right now.
But I also
Wait, just a second. He offered you what money?
$3,000. Hush money.
And you took it?
Am I a mob
Just a
boss?
second. No one's talking to you. Look at me and not him. And you took it. You took the hush money?
For the abortion. I didn't know
The
what
abortion
to do.
isn't $3,000. How much was the abortion?
$750.
Right. So you took the hush money.
I didn't ask for it.
Did I ask you if you asked for it? I asked you if you took it. Did you take the money?
Your Honor,
Did you take the
Yes.
hush money? That requires a yes or no answer.
Yes.
Did you take hush money?
yes.
Okay. How did that make you feel as time wore on?
That money that he gave me, the leftover from the abortion, I used to pay my rent. I fell into a pit of depression and I couldn't go to work. I had this weight on my shoulders finding out that I was the other woman and that I did that to somebody else because I would never want that to be done to me.
Right. So I would pick up the phone maybe and call her and let her know, but I wouldn't take hush money. You took hush money.
After getting that
What were you thinking
abortion-
was going to happen? Because you barely know her other than intimately. And so what did you, exactly, how did this, where's the rule book that you came up? I'm just trying to understand how you figure I'm going to throw money at my problem instead of coming clean with my future wife.
Your Honor, can we clarify hush money? I'm not a mob boss. I'm just a regular civilian.
I'm sorry, stop. You gave her money to do what?
We went together.
You gave her money to do what?
We went together. It was
That's $750. The
an
rest of the
agreement.
money for the $3,000 was to do what?
Go on your own and
Was
live
to
your life.
do what?
live your life.
And, oh, so the next day she could call your future wife, right?
No, it was a
No,
verbal
you told her
contract.
what as vis-a-vis your future wife?
Excuse me?
Did you tell her to shut up and not tell your wife?
No, I didn't say those words.
Oh, so you didn't mind if she told your wife. She was free to call your wife the next day.
No, that's not
Did
what
you
happened.
speak to her about keeping quiet?
No.
Did you tell her not to tell your wife?
You got me there.
In other words, you told her to hush. That's hush money.
Explicitly, I did not say that.
Your
What
Honor,
did
we
you-
have
stop,
text
just
messages.
Stop. What did you say?
I said this $3,000 is for you to go on about your way. Let me and my wife get happily married and go on.
So
Is that
why
hush
are you
money?
suing?
Because we came to an agreement, a verbal agreement,
That what?
that she should not say anything to my then fiance.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is the very definition of hush money. You paid her not to say anything. That is hush money. So now all these months passed, because after that, after the abortion, there were another, what, there was like 6 months to the wedding.
Yes.
You say nothing to your fiance. You get married, right?
Yes.
And what happens?
Chanel then goes on. My wife posts a wedding picture of her and I. Chanel takes it upon herself to write a comment under the post.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Your Honor, it wasn't his wife's post. It was a wedding blog post that I saw.
What are you doing reading it?
It popped up on my timeline.
No, but it's their wedding blog post. It has to be that you popped in there to look at it at some point, right? Otherwise, they're not going to be sending you unwanted. I don't get those, unwanted wedding. You had to have gone in there at some point, right? Admit it.
It wasn't posted by her, though. I had
Doesn't
no
matter.
idea she
Admit
was tagged
You
in it.
went, did you or did you? Oh my gosh, why is it like? Did you or did you not go on that site at some prior time in order to nosy about? We
I
both
did,
know
Your
the
Honor.
answer. Say it.
I did, Your Honor.
Of course you did.
Okay, this next part is where his whole no rulebook defense falls apart. Turns out the $3,000 broke down like this: $750 for the actual abortion, and the rest, over $2,000, was just to make her go on with her life and stay quiet. And when the judge asked point blank if he told her not to tell his fiancé, he tries to dodge it, says, "I didn't say those words." But the judge corners him and he finally cracks. "You got me there. Sir, that is hush money. You don't get to pay it and then act confused when someone calls it that in court." But then Chanel kind of seals her own fate too. After the wedding, she goes and finds their wedding blog post online and leaves a comment under it. When the judge asks why she was even there in the first place, she tries to say it popped up on her timeline, and the judge doesn't let that slide. Basically forces her to admit she went looking for it out of pure nosiness. And then the real gut punch, the judge asks if Jordan and his wife are still together, and he says no, they're separated because he cheated again. So this man paid $3,000 to hide one affair, still got exposed anyway, married her regardless, and then cheated again and blew up the marriage himself. The hush money didn't even work.
So cute. I'm glad y'all found each other. They really do deserve each other. And then you post. Y'all say goals for everything, but don't know the full story. I met this man, and he's nothing but a cheater. I was pregnant while he was walking down the aisle. Not exactly, but that's... He was the worst thing that happened to me. Someone else responds, "What? See, I knew he wasn't no good." So, what happens? How do you find out? How do you find out? Tell me everything. Omit nothing, okay? Tell me how you found out that this had happened.
Me and my boys, we have a group chat. They come to the chat. "Hey, Jordan, screenshot it. You see this?" Oh, my God.
Did they know? Did your boys know?
Yeah, they knew.
All of them?
Yeah, they knew.
Okay, go on.
I mean, they're not best friends with my fiance.
Okay, go on.
But they came to me. They said, "You know you can pursue this, right?"
You can pursue this? What does that mean?
Meaning, I gave her
File a lawsuit?
Yes.
That's what was on your mind? You and your boys? That's what's on your mind and not the destruction of your marriage? Are you and your wife still together?
No, we're separated, Your Honor.
Yeah. Why? I don't understand. Why are you guys separated? Mr. Cross, why are you guys separated?
Because I stepped out on the marriage.
Okay. And lied. and then after you make, even if you call it a mistake, which is not a mistake, that's infidelity, that's infinitely more profound. You didn't give her a chance to not marry you. You just literally moved forward as a liar and a cheat. And so you've been separated how long now?
Separated for about 7 months now.
The right move would have been to say, get out of my house and don't let that door hit you on your way out, you piece of garbage. That's the right move, okay? But you are acting like someone who's been shot at by him when you were on clear notice of exactly what kind of a person he was. And then you made some decisions about your life, and then you took money to keep your mouth shut, and then you decided, I can't keep my mouth shut anymore, which, go to therapy, speak to friends, or I don't even fault you for picking up a phone and calling her and telling her if you can somehow. But to do it on such a public forum where you humiliated her, please don't tell me that was for her. That was for you. You wanted to hurt him because you were still hurt, okay? And you were hurt because of decisions that you made as well. You were hurt because he's a jerk and you knew it, and then you kept going out with him. That's the problem, okay? So no, you don't deserve the other money, okay? Because we all make decisions we regret. You already got the full compensation for the abortion, all right? So I'm gonna order you to return the hush money, believe it or not. Isn't this disgusting? Because you violated the terms of that oral agreement. $2,250, verdict for the plaintiff. Verdict for the cheater liar. Lord above.
All rise.
Judge Millian has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $2,250.
All right, we already knew this whole case was messy, but the ending genuinely might be one of the most brutal, most honest verdicts I've seen. So let's watch how this whole thing finally wraps up, because the judge is about to roast both of them equally. So first we find out how Jordan's wife actually found out about the affair, and it's not even Chanel's public comment that started it. It's Jordan's own friends. His boys had a group chat, and someone screenshots Chanel's comment, drops it in the chat, and says, hey Jordan, you see this? And then his friends, instead of being like, man, that's rough, are you okay? Their first instinct is, you can pursue this, meaning suing her. Sir, your marriage just fell apart because of your own affair and your friends. First move is legal strategy, not emotional support. And the judge calls that out immediately. She says his mind clearly wasn't on the destruction of his marriage, it was on retaliation. And then we get the final gut punch of the whole case. The judge asks flat out, are you and your wife still together? And Jordan finally admits, no, they're separated because he cheated again. And the judge does not let him soften that either. She corrects him mid-sentence. You didn't just make a mistake. That's infidelity. That's way more profound than a slip-up. And worse, you didn't even give your wife the choice to walk away before marrying her. You just move forward as, and this is a direct quote, a liar and a cheat. They've been separated 6-7 months now, and the marriage he paid $3,000 to protect fell apart anyway, just delayed by about half a year. But then the judge does something genuinely fascinating. She rules against Chanel too, and honestly, her reasoning is one of the most nuanced breakdowns I've heard in one of these cases. She says the right move, way back when Chanel found those rings and a woman's name saved with emojis on his phone, would have been to throw him out immediately and never look back. Instead, Chanel stayed, knew exactly what kind of person he was, and kept choosing to be with him anyway. And then, months later, after taking the hush money and going quiet, she chose to blow it all up publicly on a wedding blog. And the judge sees straight through the excuse that it was somehow for the wife. She says plainly, don't tell me that was for her, that was for you. You wanted to hurt him because you were still hurt. And you were hurt because of decisions you made too. That's not letting Jordan off the hook. That's holding both of them accountable for their own choices in this mess. And then the actual ruling comes down clean. Chanel already got fully compensated for the abortion itself. That part's not in question. But because she violated the verbal agreement to stay quiet, the judge orders her to return the remaining hush money, $2,250, back to Jordan. Verdict for the plaintiff. And even the show itself can't resist pointing out how absurd that sounds. Flashing the line, verdict for the cheater, liar, right under the ruling. Because let's be honest, nobody in this courtroom actually won anything today. And then that final line as everyone's walking out just seals the whole tone of this case. Someone tells Jordan, with all the sarcasm in the world, tell your ex-wife I said hello. Because at the end of the day, despite the $3,000, despite the hush money, despite the lawsuit and the public humiliation and the group chat screenshots, none of it actually saved this marriage. He still ended up exposed, still ended up separated, and still ended up standing in a courtroom explaining exactly why he's now somebody's ex-husband. So let's really sum up what this whole case actually was, because it's honestly a masterclass in how not to handle infidelity from every single angle. Jordan cheated on his fiancée the night of his own engagement party. tried to buy silence instead of honesty, still got exposed anyway, still got married, then cheated again and destroyed the very marriage he tried so hard to protect in the first place. Chanel knew from the very beginning she was the other woman, kept going back anyway even after finding proof, took money to stay quiet, and then detonated everything publicly out of her own unresolved hurt rather than any real concern for his wife. Nobody in this story made a single good decision, and the judge's ruling basically reflects that. A legal win for Jordan on paper, but a very clear moral loss for both of them. So real talk. Chat, if you found out the person you're dating cheated on their fiancé with you and then tried to pay you to stay quiet, would you have taken the hush money like Chanel did, or would you have refused it and told the truth? Immediately, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.